So most bearish scenarios, somehow, some way, this kind of maintains a bit of a bear flag, right? We get ourselves a dump. Bitcoin kind of rolls over here. You see, makes a rounded top. It kind of looks like it may happen. And you do have resistance right there. So that's your most bearish scenario. And you end up coming back down to like 118.5, at least bouncing there at 120,900. So that's, I'm not saying that's 1 hour's a little overbought. We got to see how that happens. So again, it's one step at a time. Oh, wow. Look at that. 3-day getting back above that 200. Yeah, it looks like I'd say with high probability, you're going to see a move up in Bitcoin dominance. Take a look at tether dominance to make sure it's not a dump, because if that can happen when you get a dump, people don't realize that can happen for two reasons, a dump and a pump. And it's funny, I've been watching this tether dominance idea here, like want to make it back inside a descending triangle, make some type of right shoulder. You can see tether dominance getting a little bit of a bounce today, as if it's like a good idea to jump into tether. People are acting bearish. People are acting bearish for whatever reason. There is some fear in the market. So for me, there's really no stress as long as a weekly candle does not close below 119.5. You close below 119.5, and then we got to all have to look at ourselves and say, hey, is this the bigger pullback? Is something happening? Okay, so that's the one thing that we want to be taking a look at just in case. All right, now let's look at the worst case scenario. Could this possibly be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder? Could we still come down? That's possible. Everybody, black swans happen. Things happen that you can't, What if we get an alien race swoops down and creates another thing called Bitcoin? I'm just messing with you, but you never know. I'm also not messing with you. I'm giving you any possibility in your mind. If you think you know it all, then you're playing chess and you know exactly what everyone you're playing against is going to do, and you don't. All right, this is a game of chess you're in, and we're going to figure it out every single day of the week, man. Look at this collapse to the downside. I told you we were dumping. It said we were likely getting a move to the downside. I just took what I saw, okay? We're kind of shaving that stop loss here, and this may be the bigger dump. We're losing the 200 moving average on the 1 hour time frame. We showed you the liquidity to the downside. Look at Bookmap now eating right into that red. We showed you where the biggest red is. That's where we go. Let's take a look at silver. Silver absolutely booming to the upside, right? Look at this thing. And you can even see, like we talked about this, like you can see here. See that? That's a cup and handle. That says you're going all the way to 67. And I mean, it's been ripping ever since. Stuff is a child's play, man. You can figure this out pretty simply just by looking at tight moving averages. That's where you start getting in. Take profits when the 21 and the 200 get far apart. We talk about this over and over again. Look, tight moving averages there was silver's last absolute big move. And there's a chance Bitcoin's holding us down right now. You never know. It's like attempting to hold us down right there. It's tempting to stop the pain, but see how the 21's crossing below it now? What you would do is you would flag this out and just say, okay, the 21's going to come touch, and then we continue to the upside. We trade this all the time. Bullishly, I have the charts upside down, right? Flipping the charts upside down can teach you so much that you didn't know. Hit alt I. And so if you can't short, you just short the way you would long the way you would short. I got to say, that just does look a little more bearish than bullish, all right? So the odds are very likely this is going to roll over here. And look, that is the exact area the Bookmap has on us. So look, my measured move in Bookmap are so spot on, they're exact. And many times I've done this, I've won the trade.